Slay. SUP The Blight. Should you play the Blight in Dead by Daylight? Venom. Got that tournament. For his design. Well, though he looks kinda disgusting. A little bit creepy. It's not too scary, but it's, you know, something. Yeah. Now for his lore. I read it a few hours ago, so it's far away. So as a kid he was very smart. Very curious boy. Yeah, then he got poisoned by a plant and almost died. And then he was like, wow, that's a cool plant. Let me learn more about plants and stuff. And you know, he grew up to be a scientist and all of that nonsense, and then designed, how do you say it? Not really cures, but like a serum or whatever that would cause workers less fatigue, like they could work longer and they'd have to rest less. No, then he made some other stuff to make soldiers stronger and their skin harder or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. There were some minor flaws with it, you know, he had some other problems, how do you call it? Side effects. But nothing to worry about. Till it became something to worry about. He was still not worried about it until he got kidnapped or something, and then beat up a little bit, and then thrown onto a pile of dead bodies. All of the workers that had his injection or whatever, you know, they had all died from the serum or being less fatigued. So he had to try and crawl his way out of it, you know, the pile of dead bodies. And then someone found him, I guess, and helped him out, but also to do experiments on him, I'm not sure. And then I guess he just tried it more and more and started fading in and out of existence with his mind. And every time he woke up, you know, something else was going on. I don't know. Then he, I think, kind of just killed himself, but like, not really. I'm not sure. I don't know. Suddenly he became the Blight, I guess. Now for his chase music, the way chase music works, it's in 4 layers. The fourth one is the first, the way it's 32 meters. The third one is 16 meters. The second one is 8 meters. And the first layer is right behind you. The first layer definitely has some scary, eerie layer. Second one's pretty cool. The third layer has something unique to it, but also more Dead by Daylight vibes again. Overall, nothing too special. Fourth layer is full-blown Dead by Daylight vibes. Yeah. And for his power, well, you inject yourself with the serum of super soldier or whatever, I guess. And then you start running really fast, and then, you know, you get fatigued at some point. But if you hit a wall or an obstacle or anything with your face, you kind of bounce off it a little bit, and then you can use it again. I think up to 7 times, which is pretty handy. And you can do a little attack animation. It's a bit weird and tricky to control that, but you'll get used to it. That's pretty much it. You run fast, bounce off walls to recast until you get fatigued, try to find survivors and hit them. Is this fun to play? I think it's pretty fun to play. It's pretty difficult as well sometimes, so it could be frustrating. But still, I did enjoy him for a while. Is it fun to play against him? Well, it kind of depends. Like, if you have a good Blight, it could be frustrating if, you know, he knows all the angles and special things. But, you know, it's still fun to try and outplay him with some tricky mind games around walls and whatnot. My overall thought, should you play him? I think you could try him out. No, again, if you're not too skilled with most killers, I guess. If you find some killers to be already pretty difficult, then I'd rather have you wait a little bit with this one. You know, either way, it's very interesting to play. The next one will be the Death Slinger. Subscribe.